Okay, hi, this is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets, and today is Wednesday, October the 9th, 2013. So you can see here what I've done is I've put in a buy limit order, 4 contracts at 1644.75, just one tick above this green horizontal band right here. And so our way of looking at the market suggests that we will likely have support here. That's why this barrier is green, and resistance up here with a red barrier. You can see earlier in the day the market did have a nice sell-off, but then we started to show some fairly good buying as the market came up here and formed what we call a level 2 buying bar. That's this green bar here, another series of green bars here, and some more green bars here. And you can also see this dark rectangular patch right here and another one right here. So these are usually indicative of a market that has formed a fairly significant low. The other thing too is that we've got 1642 right here, it's 44, so this is 1643 here. And we were expecting some support in the 1643 area. So for the market to come down, spend a very little time below it, and then burst back up through it with good conviction like this leads me to believe that we've got a fairly good low in place, at least for today, and that's why I'm going ahead and placing this order right now to get long just one tick above our potential support barrier, and which is also, as you can see here on this dark patch right here, you can see that the high of that is at 44.50. So I'm also placing this order not only one tick above the potential support barrier, but also one tick above the high of what we call a high velocity move, which is this brown rectangular patch right here. You can see one here and then one here. So hopefully this will dip just a little bit more here and get us filled. And then we can see a run up to hopefully up into this area in here in the 49.50 area, which would really be the sort of ideal area for us to try and get short. And so what I will do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put an order in there to sell limit 4 of them there, and another order to sell 4 one tick higher. So that would be the objective on the long trade, and it's also an entry place to get short, which ties in with our intraday short bias. So trying to get long on this trade right here is going against the grain of the intraday bias, but I just felt it, for the reasons I've just stated, I think it's worth a try. So you can see here we just had a light green bar, which is a level 1 buying bar, but you can see it dipped down right to our price right here, our entry price, but did not get filled. And you can also see that this, what we call a selling bar, because it took out the previous bar's low, it also has a triangle and a dot below it, which means that this particular bar here had more buying in it than selling, and it also had more buying than selling compared to the previous bar. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'll put in another buy limit right at the high of this bar. It just got taken out. So okay, it's come down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and place it right there. Okay, I've been filled right away. So this is a little bit more aggressive. So I'm looking to get long 8 here. And whether or not this market will continue to go higher, who knows? We just had a deceleration in the other direction here. So I think to be on the safe side, what I will do, I do have the buy limit in right here at 44.75. What I will do, though, you can see the low of this last dip down here is at 43.25. So should the market come down and fill us on the second entry here, that would give us a total of long 4. Plus 4, so a total of 8 contracts. So I'm going to put in a sell stop right here for 8 contracts. I'll just click on this and change this to 8, just so I've got my protective stop in there. So I've got my protective stop at 43. I'm trying to buy 4 at 44.75, and I've just bought 4 at 45.75. So now the objective here is at 49.25. And I'm long 4. So in this kind of up auction, I would probably be prudent to perhaps, because that's a fairly good distance at this stage of the game. 45, 46 to 49, so it's about 3.5 points. That would be a nice trade. The one thing I do want to point out, just in case you're wondering, you can see it says 10 o'clock here. This is Pacific time, so that's obviously 1 o'clock Eastern time, so just so the chart's not confusing for you. At any rate, so just got filled on this, and it's trying to find some support down here, and hopefully we can get a fairly good bounce from this level. I don't want to make this video too long, so what I think I'll do at this point is just go ahead and put a pause on it, and as the market develops, I'll restart the video when that happens. Okay, I've just started the video back up, and as you can see, the market has continued to move higher. Haven't yet reached our objective, very, very close to it. I have moved the stop up to 46. I'm sorry, I moved the wrong one. There we. Okay, we've just been filled, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. We did get filled just then on our exit, and we are now short 4 from 49. I think it's 49.50. So what I will do here, the market has been fairly strong since we had this high velocity move here. So I think in this case, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative on my exit. I'm going to go ahead and place an order to exit half of the position. So I'm going to buy limit. I'm going to change that to 2. Okay. And I'm just going to come down here a point. So 48.50. We're short right now from 49.50. So I'm going to put the first objective at just 1 point. And this barrier right here that I'm expecting the market to have a difficult time to get through. It might not, but we should get some sort of reaction off of it. I'm going to place my protective buy stop a point and a half above the 49.50. So that takes it up to 51. So I'm going to place a protective buy stop for 4 contracts at a point and a half. So and our first objective on this one is just for 1 point, down to 48.50. So we'll see if the market can sell off for us a little bit here, and be able to take something out of the short side here. I am watching the other markets here, and I'm noticing that let me just take another look over here. Let's see. The YM right now is moving up pretty nicely, and the Russell has also got up to a nice area of resistance. However, so we're kind of at a moment of truth here to some degree, seeing as whether or not this resistance area can hold or not. Oftentimes when the market does come up and test it, as it did a little bit earlier, right in this area in here, came up into this area in here, tested it, and did back off. A lot of times when that gets taken out here, you do get more follow through, but I'm expecting this thing to at least pull back a little bit. So we'll just keep watching it here. It's got the stop in at 51. Yeah, it's not a bad place for a stop. It's kind of on the tight side, but just 6 ticks. But we'll just monitor this here for a few more minutes and see how it goes. That other trade was sure nice, though. That moved up for us from 46 and a quarter to 49 and a quarter. So okay, we got stopped out on that one. Okay, so I'll cancel this. Okay, so 2 trades there. Made 3 points on one, lost a point and a half on the other one. This is what I was just referring to a moment ago. When the market came in here, and gets up fairly close to the barrier, as it did 1, 2, 3 times, and then it broke through here, and that was when, that's obviously when we got short. But it is a little bit more risky when it comes up and hits it 2 or 3 times. If sort of like punching your way through a wall kind of idea. Um, you know, First couple punches or whatever, might not get all the way through, but the time the third or fourth comes along, you punch right through it. So, at any rate, that's a couple of trades for today on using the tools of Day Trade the Markets. And this, by the way, I should just sort of finish off here by saying that, this kind of move higher off of that 43 support that was not able to contain the upper barrier here is actually, quite bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we can get some follow through here today, perhaps making even a new high for today. It's only got another 2 or 3 points to go, a couple of points at this, yeah, I think the high is 53 and a quarter, yeah, so just 2 points to go to make a new high for the day, and that's a real possibility. As a matter of fact, I would even be looking, if we can hold here, you can see we've now got a level 3 buying bar, and I wouldn't be, let me just move that level 3 buying bar, it's a blue bar right there, and it did burst through our barrier here. So I think what I'm going to try and do, what I will do here, so I'm going to put in a buy order here at the base of that blue bar. I'll go ahead and put it right 1 tick above it. I might even go 1 tick above the barrier. Yeah, let's see if we can get in on the long side here and get something going. I've got an order in to get along at 50.50, so maybe it just pull back a little bit for us here and really get this thing moving. With this level 3, okay, a level 3 buying bar, now its high's been taken out. This is fairly bullish, so I think what I'm going to do here, I've only got a buy limit for 4 in there. I'm going to go ahead and buy another 4 right at the high of that blue bar right here. And it looks like the market's pretty strong, so we could get some good follow through here. Got to get filled first, so my order is right at the top of that blue buying bar at 51.50. So hopefully we can get filled on that and continue to make good upward progress. So 51.50. Let's see if we can get filled. Okay, we just got filled. I've got this other order here resting at 50.50. Should it pull back? And I would, on this trade here, I'm going to, we're only long 4 at the time being, and I would expect this to take out the earlier high of the day and potentially get up, because after all, 58 was the overnight high. So I think we've got some pretty good room to move on this. I will go ahead and we're long here at 51.50. So if I were to add 3 points onto that, that'd be 54.50. That's about a point above today's high. I could certainly see the market getting up there. So I'm going to once again, I think that was our objective last time. It just kind of fits into, I think, a good objective this time. I'm going to put it for 4 contracts, hoping that the market will pull back and get us filled here at that 50.50 level, and then have a real nice trade on the long side as this market appears to want to keep moving up. Now the other thing here too is we also have, it's just been formed, another high velocity move, and that's this black area in here. And the market sometimes will just stay at the top of that and just keep moving higher. Sometimes it does come down, and on a buying high velocity move like that, does come down and test in either around the midpoint or so, or all the way down to the bottom right in this area. So the midpoint being approximately in here at, let's say, 49 or so, and the bottom of it here is about 48. So that happens sometimes, but we're taking a look at this red barrier right here, and now we burst through it very nicely, and I have no reason to believe that this is not going to continue and make a new high. You know, see now we've got a level 2 buying bar. That's the green bar that just formed there. So it's moving nicely up a point in our favor so far. So hopefully it can keep moving up and get us make a new high for the day, take out the 53 area, and get up there into the 54 area. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on pause just to, already the video is fairly long, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause it. As it develops, I'll restart it. Okay, I've just resumed the video again. Just pause it there for about a minute. You can see the market is moving up fairly nicely. I have changed the sell limit down to just 2 contracts here. From the initially I had sell the entire position, which was just 4 contracts, because remember I was getting long here at 4 and trying to get long with a little tick down here, another point, and it never did. So I'm only long 4. So I could see today being a pretty significant day, as I said a moment ago, and actually taking out today's high, which it just did. It already has taken out the earlier high that we had from today at 53.25. I certainly do expect it to, continue with some more up move here. So it wouldn't surprise me if it pulls back a little bit first, but I'm going to leave my sell limit in there to sell half of the position at 54.50. That was really the only change there in this past minute. I just want to bring to your attention. The market's moving up. The YM seems to be the leader today. It's really been moving up quite nicely right off of its low. So maybe it's the one. We do not yet have a new high in the Russell, but we certainly do in the YM. That was the first one to form the new high. So the ES is looking pretty good here too. So just a couple of points away here, a couple of ticks I should say. Hit 54. We want to get it to 54.50 to get filled on that that first objective of 3 points. So. Yeah, I'm just going to put it on pause again for a moment. Okay, I've just resumed the video here, and we've just hit our price. Okay, we just got filled on that. So our buy limit here is unlikely at this point. I will cancel that, and I will go ahead and I'm going to put in a sell stop here for 2 contracts. Need to adjust that to 2. We'll put that there at 2. We're going to salvage at least a couple of ticks on this trade, but I could see this trade having some pretty darn good follow through. I think it's got that kind of potential. It might stall out here at another point or so, or actually the 58 area. So that's a little bit more to go, but basically from the 57 to 58 area there has been some resistance. So rather than exiting, we've just got the 2 contracts left. So I think I'll just leave this protective sell stop in there to salvage at least a couple of ticks out of that. We have made 3 points on the first 2 contracts, so I think we'll just leave it at that, and then kind of monitor this as the market moves forward. I would usually go ahead and place my stop a tick or 2 below the low. Like this is the most recent buying paint bar right here, and its lows at 53. I'd usually put my stop a couple ticks below that, but it's on the heels of this level 2 buying and this level 1 buying, and so it could easily pull back approximately halfway on that, which would bring it perhaps from 54, 51. That's 3 points, so about a point and a half, which is fairly close to where I've got this stop. So I've got it just below that 50% retracement. So I'll just leave it like that for now, and we'll see what we can get, and I'll put the video back on pause. Okay, you can see that the market is starting to stall here a little bit. It's dipped, come up again, and decelerated. Got it's sort of a mini double top in here. So I'm I'm just going to raise this just a couple ticks here. I'm going to put it 2 ticks below that last dip right there. So protective stop on this second half of the position, just the 2 contracts left, is at 52.50, and we're long from 51.50. So at least we'll lock in a point per contract on this runner here should the market dip on us. So just wanted to update you on that for now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video again. Okay, you can see that we just got stopped out here and made just 1 point on the final partial there. So I know this has been kind of a long video. We ended up with 3 trades. But, you know, we had 2 winners and 1 loser. We lost 1.5 points on 4 contracts. But the first trade we made, that was for 4, and we made 3 points on the first portion. Sorry, we made 3 points on the full position on that one. We lost 1.5 points on the second trade, and then the third trade we made 3 points on half the position and 1 point on the final. So let me just see here, how did that work out? Okay, I just did a quick summary here of what transpired here on these 3 trades. So the first trade we made 3 points on 4 contracts for 12 points. Second trade we lost 1.5 points on 4 contracts. It was a loss of 6 points. Third trade we divided it in half, and we made 3 points on 2 of the contracts and 1 point on 2 of the contracts. So you add all that together and you end up with 14 points. So I think the thing here on this particular trade or combination trades, if you will, is that we had good reason to take the long. We had not as good reason to take the short, and then another good reason to get right back on the horse and take that third trade. So, you know, it's not always about being perfect in this business, that's for sure. It's just about, you know, seeing the opportunity and then taking the action. So, I mean, that's really what we try and do at Day Trade the Market. So if you have any questions or comments about this or what we teach and our software, we do a nightly video course every night for our members. We've got plenty of videos, training videos and so forth, as well as live trading that we offer. So anyway, that's about it. This video has been rather long, so but at least we got 3 trades in there, so that was good. Thank you for watching, and we can be contacted at info@daytradethemarkets.com. So Dave Johnston signing off here for Day Trade the Markets. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.